situation is disgusting. The blue-eyed demon is back, and she's here to take your soul. Let's get right into the video and see what we're talking about.
Did I hear right that you have a stunt planned for June?
Yes, I have a baby shower on Saturday, next Saturday.
God, look at those eyes.
I'm inviting the public to turn my baby shower into a golden shower.
You see now?
Someone needs to lock her up, bro. Did y'all just hear what she said? If I'm hearing this correctly, she's trying to do an R. Kelly ritual on her baby. Baby hasn't even been born yet, doesn't even have a chance, gang. You are going to meme that child into oblivion. He is going to literally have the worst upbringing ever. He was brought into this world not with a baby shower, but a golden shower. Wow. This is terrible.
I'm uncomfortable.
Every now and then, I'll make a video that, with my YouTuber senses, I can kind of tell before I even upload it that, like, people are probably going to argue in the comment section. And usually, when I do that, I'll, like, jokingly say, can we keep it civil? You know, something silly. And I feel like that always makes it worse. So I'm going to try something different today. Really go at it, guys. Just get mean. But I will ask one thing. If it starts to go too far, if you find yourself kind of losing yourself in the argument, you guys need a uniting factor. Just start making fun of me, okay? Stop being mean to each other and just start making fun of me. Say I have a stupid mustache or something. Let's keep it not civil. Okay, I'll be back with the results of this experiment in 48 hours. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that a lot of you would read a title like the Bonnie Blue situation is disgusting, or, you know, whatever the title ends up being. I never really know. I like to live life on the edge. But you'd read a title along those lines and think something like, yeah, isn't that kind of the point? And to that, I would say, you know what? That's fair. Bonnie Blue's whole thing seems to be doing shit that most people, maybe most people is an understatement, but things that most people are not willing to do. However, today we're talking about how Bonnie Blue has taken that idea and taken it to a place that honestly I think should be too.
Bro, she literally has no soul. I know I say this with every like OF queen, but like holy shit.
Far for.
Look at those eyes. She is literally a demon, bro. Literally.
Everybody. Now, this is the first time I've ever talked about Bonnie Blue on this channel because I don't really give a shit about what a porn star does. If people want to make porn, if people want to watch porn, that's not something I'm gonna lose sleep.
No, bro. The thing is about her, she doesn't just make porn. Corn, YouTube, corn. Not, I don't know why he doesn't care about his YouTube channel, but I do. We say corn over here. But no, she doesn't just do that. I'm talking about bro, she took over 1,000 Johnsons in a day. That is not a human activity. Nothing, nobody, rabbits don't even clap that much. And rabbits will literally clap 100 times a day. I'm trying to tell you, bro, this woman is not of this earth. She wants to bring her baby into this world R. Kelly style. What are we doing? What are we talking about? She need to get locked up.
Over. It seems like a lot of people have lost a lot of sleep over Bonnie Blue because she has done some pretty interesting things. If you've never heard of this name, if you have no idea who this lady is, like I said in the beginning, she's sort of infamous for doing things that most people wouldn't be willing to. And what I mean by that is
not just even willing. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, y'all, but not even just willing. Can't. Who even wants to have that much relations? 1,000? Shame on you. Shame on you. It's not, yo, look, sex is good, but it ain't that good, bro. 1 round, cool. 2 rounds, great. 3 rounds, oh, we popping. We start getting into the 4 and 5, it's like, shit, man. Y'all pop the X, or something? You know what I'm saying? Y'all off that honey pack? All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Oh, all right, bro. What are we doing here? We working out at this point. You know what I'm saying? We just doing shit. Anything above that, I mean, bro, I'm tapped out at 5'6". 5'6" is like, I don't know. It must have just been our fucking honeymoon or something. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make, we not having relations for intimacy at this point. This is just for like hardcore, sweaty, fucking, you know what I'm saying, aggression. Like, this is just like animalistic instincts. when you talking about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds. This hoe took 1,000. Listen, bro. I'm telling y'all, this woman is not human.
For example, last year she had sex with over 1,000 men in a 12-hour period. Definitely not something I see the average person going out to try. However, like I said earlier, a bunch of adults getting together to run the grossest train imaginable is not something I'm really gonna lose sleep over. If they're all having fun, if they're all having a good time, who gives a shit, right? What I might lose a few winks over, however, is Bonnie Blue, who is pregnant now. If I didn't mention that already, that's important. Deciding to turn her baby shower into a giant golden shower where she's gonna let a bunch of dudes piss on her instead of, I guess, the more boring alternative of eating some deviled eggs and getting some gifts. Yeah, so recently Bonnie Blue went on a British radio show called LBC where she talked about like her influence and her pregnancy, and this came up, and honestly, I don't even know what to say about it. We're gonna take a look at the clip.
Bonnie Blue has made it onto leading Britain's conversation. Wow.
And then talk about it some more, because I think this might honestly be one of the most insane things I have ever heard a human being say. Yippee. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
You have more, you're continuing throughout your pregnancy or so far in your pregnancy to do your work. And did I hear right that you have a stunt planned for June?
Yes, I have a baby shower on Saturday. Next Saturday, and I'm inviting the public to turn my baby shower into a golden shower.
Okay, so truthfully and honestly, I am not a prude. I'm a pretty open-minded, progressive person. With that being said, I think that even saying that sentence should get you sent to a federal prison. In my opinion, I think that doing something like this is an extreme violation of this child. Doing porn while pregnant is a thing that is morally debated pretty often, and it's something that I'm not really going to get into today. I'm not going to get stuck.
Listen, bro, I've said this joke before, but not everybody catches every video, man. So I'm recycling a joke right now. How many of my Ben 10 fans are out there, bro? Bonnie Blue baby coming out like this, nigga. Kevin 11. DNA from every alien specimen on the planet. All different types of semen mixing together to make one undistinguishable character. Kevin 11. Yep. One day he'll grow old enough to control his different DNAs and different pathways and be able to look normal again. But he will enter or leave the womb looking like this. Stink fly, heat blast, forearms, accelerate DNAs from all different alien species mixed into one.
Stuck in the weeds, because I think that this is not like a separate thing, but it's definitely different. You know, I think there is a major difference between filming a pornographic movie while you happen to be pregnant and turning your baby shower into a pornographic shock value fest where you invite members of the public to come piss on you. You know, this is turning the spectacle of everything that you would typically do while you're pregnant into nothing more than an opportunity for pornographic shock content. Like, this is something that will follow this human being who has no say in this whatsoever for their entire life, because I promise you, when Bonnie Blue has a
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like the feds should just be sitting in on this, let it play out, and every single nigga that shows up to participate in this, they need to go to jail and they need to be investigated. Because if you as a man are like seeing this promotion and ad and being like, oh yeah, I want to partake in that, you need to be looked into. You are hiding stuff on your computer, bro. We need to look into him. So if anything, let it happen. I think at this point, Bonnie Blue's probably working with the feds, because how is she getting away with this? They planted her. They planted her to catch the real predators, bro. I'm seeing through it now. She's an alien animal beast that is being contained in a human body, and she's literally just baiting the predators, and they all pop out, and then off screen, I think they start arresting people one by one. That's my conspiracy theorist.
Fucking kid, people are going to do everything they can to figure out who it is, especially with her doing shit like this.
You see, now I'm uncomfortable. I haven't been uncomfortable at all in our conversation, and you're delightful to meet. Now I'm uncomfortable. This is your baby. This is your child.
Yeah. Again, my body, this is what I'm choosing.
Another body as well.
Yeah, but when you have sex with them, again, it goes back to whether you're having sex with one person, which most people do throughout their pregnancy, or a group of different people with different sized penises. It's the same thing. Like, if you couldn't have sex during pregnancy, I would not have sex. But you can have sex, so I will have sex.
Okay, so I feel like it's very obvious here that the issue is not that you're having sex while you're pregnant. It's that you're filming your baby shower, which you're turning into a golden shower, and posting it onto the fucking internet. If a pregnant woman has sex while she's pregnant, that does not follow the person around for the rest of their life once they're born. This does. And there's a certain responsibility that any halfway decent person would feel towards their child to not make them endure that. Especially when all you're getting out of it is money and fame. It's not like you're doing this to survive or doing this to ensure anything. You're doing this because you want more money.
I'm not worried about you having sex in pregnancy. I just think turning a baby shower, or do you regard it as a fake baby shower?
Yeah, it's like a fake baby shower. I won't be inviting my family.
No, but your baby's with you.
Of course, but the baby's with me for the whole 9-10 months, so...
Just make it a sex event.
Because I'm pregnant, pregnancy is a big fetish for a lot of people, and yeah, who knows, I might only be pregnant once, so I'm going to make the most of it.
Yeah, so I feel like if your main focus while pregnant is...
I can't even make any more jokes. This is actually just sad. I actually can't physically bring myself to joke about this anymore. I feel bad for this child, boy or girl. This is devastating. I'm so sorry that you're going to have to deal with this, bro. Wow.
I need to make as much porn as possible, rather than maybe I should start preparing to be a parent. Your priorities might be a little mixed up, maybe just a touch. Social media truly has ruined us, hasn't it?
Do you worry, and I didn't expect to go here in this interview, but
Yeah.
do you worry that your baby might be taken off you?
No. There's one thing which is social media and there's one thing which is reality. And I think, well, I've seen the state of some families, especially in the UK, and they've got kids and continue to have kids and get funded by the government to keep pushing more out.
I feel like the whole social media is different than real life thing is a pretty shitty cop-out in this situation. Also, yeah, a lot of people have kids when they probably shouldn't, but they're probably not doing it as publicly as you are. I mean, you are advertising the fact that you are putting your kid in a situation that a lot of people, some of who are in the position to decide who gets to keep their children, would agree you should probably not be putting your kid in.
So I don't worry at all that I'll have my child taken off me.
Even though you're openly there, I know you're saying you're not using your child, but I don't. I would argue that you are using your child, because again, it's that neutrality thing that you use in conversations. I don't know whether it's planned or whether it's just how you interpret things, but it isn't neutral to have a baby in the kind of setting you're just describing.
Okay, so I feel like this is a very good point, and it's something that I think should really be considered. To me, putting yourself in this sort of situation is like the social danger equivalent of the physical danger that you'd put you and your baby at if you got on like a motorcycle while you were pregnant. Is it the most morally detestable, most dangerous thing you could possibly do while you're pregnant? No, but I feel like anybody who's looking at this through a fair lens can recognize that it's a risk that nonetheless you should not be taking. Like I said, this will follow this kid around forever. And it is not fair for you to put that on that child.
Like most things I do, you'd probably be disgusted in, or you'd be...
The sad thing is, it's already too late. Like, whether she does it or not, I still hope she doesn't. Like, even just this interview getting, and, you know, I'm reacting to it, other commentary channels reacting to it, reactions of a reaction of a reaction, reaction interception, you know what I'm saying? It's all out there now. And when the child is born and everyone's looking around like, oh, Bonnie Blue's your mom? Oh, so you were the one that had to and this and that. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy, bro.
Like,
It's not disgust, honestly, it's not. It's concern, not disgust.
Yeah. But again, if people was actually there, it's not as intimidating. These men are actually really sweet, they're nice people.
Not about
But
that.
you only see the idea that I've had sex with all these men and it's not a nice environment. And that's not the reality, and there's more to show behind the scenes.
Again, I don't really think people's main concern is the idea that like this setting itself is dangerous. That is something that should be thought about, because honestly, I don't think the average man who is willing to do something like this is somebody that you should like trust. You know, maybe that's me being closed-minded, but I've known a lot of dudes in my life, and I don't think I've ever met a person who would be willing to do this. So it's pretty out.
I'm telling you, if you as a nigga are listening to this and thinking like, oh yeah, I need to be a part of that, you are a weirdo.
There. But while that's something that I think is worthwhile thinking about, again, I don't think it's the main issue. I think it's the fact that this is going to be immortalized on the internet forever. It's going to be somebody's baby shower where their mom got pissed on by a bunch of random dudes while they were in her womb. And I don't really think, again, that is a fair thing to put on somebody.
But until your baby's born, he or she has to come along for the ride.
Yeah, it's... Again, if the sex was harmful, I wouldn't do it, but it's not harmful. And it would just be down to people's opinion, whether they agree. And a lot of people won't agree with it, and it's going to have a shock factor to it, and people are going to be, you know, angered, and that's part of it.
Okay, so again,
She's gone, bro. All she cares about is clout. She's actually a clout demon. Clout semen demon.
I don't really think that this is being presented all that fairly. If you want to say that like physically everything is above board, like you're making sure the guys that are coming in have like good intentions and they don't like mean to harm you, okay, yeah, sure, that's one thing. Saying that the baby is not in physical danger is different than saying that it's not dangerous at all. Because again, there is like a social and moral aspect of this that just cannot be ignored just because like you don't agree with it. And I think that's kind of how she's framing this. You know, it seems like she thinks that there shouldn't be any moral obligations or like social repercussions for this, and therefore she's acting like there aren't any, but that's just not the case. Believe it or not, a lot of people grow up to be nothing like their parents, and I feel like there's a very, very, very good chance that this kid is not super happy with all this going down, and you can say that it's her choice, she can do whatever she wants, and like if you really stand on that, okay, I disagree. There's a stark difference between trying to take away a woman's freedom and being reasonable about what is normal and acceptable behavior while a person is pregnant. Just like you wouldn't say it's taking away a woman's autonomy by saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't drink while you're pregnant. In my opinion, this is a similar thing. Whether you like it or
Great. That, honestly, that was so well said. Facts.
or not, whether you agree with it or not, whether it's a moral failing of our society, whether or not we're all prudes, whatever you might want to say it might be, this will have a negative effect on this kid. There is no doubt about it. And if you want to live in a fantasy land and pretend like that's not the case, okay, that's your prerogative, I guess, but you're wrong. I'm all for bodily autonomy. I'm all for making whatever decision you want to make for yourself, but guess what? This is not a decision that just affects Bonnie Blue. And once you step into that territory, guess what? It's not just about you anymore. There's no way around that. It is your responsibility as a parent sometimes to abstain from certain behaviors that you might really enjoy if they are going to negatively affect your kid. And that's not an opinion. Well, guys, what are your thoughts?
Sick. Absolutely sick. Again, man, it got to, you know, I wanted to be funny and make jokes, but it got to a point where I was like, bro, I can't even, like, I genuinely feel bad for that child, bro. That's absolutely fried. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. My name is Bert. Where you at, Berto? Join the Where You At family so you never miss a live stream reaction. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. This one is disgusting.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.